Have you ever just passed up on such amazing opportunities, such as maybe asking your crush out for dinner, or maybe asking a potential client out for coffee, maybe starting a business, starting a project, applying for a position that you've been waiting for months and months, simply because you told yourself that you're just not either smart enough, you're not good looking enough, you're not funny enough, or maybe you don't have enough credentials? Well, I'm here to tell you that we've all had this pattern in the past. And in this episode, we are going to attempt to break the pattern of telling ourselves that I am just not enough. And again, welcome back to the show. This is Breaking Patterns. My name is Paolo Segura. And again, today we are talking about our worthiness issue, the sentence that I am not enough. I know that this is something that has been talked about over and over again by a lot of coaches, by a lot of personal growth channels, a lot of personal mastery channels. And sometimes all that they tell you is the affirmation of replacing the I am not enough with I am enough. Yeah, I know that that's very powerful. I do know that, but there are also a lot of other steps that we can actually talk about. And to be honest, I have been resisting recording this episode simply because I also still feel that I am not enough. It took me 90 minutes to hit record. I think this is like my fifth take to try to record this show. Maybe because I've got some worthiness issues, feeling that I should not be talking about this because I have not actually let go of this completely. But I do know that I've worked on it a lot, and I'm going to talk about the different steps that I've taken to just be in a place wherein I'm so much more comfortable with myself, so much more willing to share what I've learned, so much more open to just be myself really and not really think about what others are going to think about me, you know? And because just to talk about my story a little bit, I know that I've talked about this a little bit in a previous episode, but growing up, I wasn't actually the smartest kid. I'd like to believe that I'm actually pretty smart, but I was not the smartest because back in grade 1, I was a bronze medalist, yay. But grade 2, I was 5th in class. Grade 3, I was 7th in class. And then until grade 4 and onwards, I wasn't even top 10. Eventually, in the end, I didn't actually graduate college because I decided to move to Manila to pursue music simply because I won a national Battle of the Bands competition with my band EV. So I thought, hey, maybe this is the path that I should take because I am enough as a musician because I won this on top of so many other bands. And then when I moved to Manila, I got to experience and watch and listen to so many musicians, even musicians you have never heard of before, that were just absolutely amazing. They were just so much better than me as a guitar player, as a singer. Some of them are actually more good looking than I am. Not to say that I'm not, because I am. And that just really took a toll on me, just thinking that, hey, I'm actually not that good of a guitar player. And what's the point of me practicing? Because they've been practicing for 10,000 hours, which I haven't. So I thought to myself, yeah, I'm just going to play small. I'm just going to play guitar the way I know how without even trying to improve as much. And apart from that music scene, so again, school was out of the picture, so career was out of the picture. Music was out of the picture for me because I was still thinking that I was not enough to get a great paying job. I was not enough to be an amazing musician. And then going into relationships, after my first girlfriend, I was single for 2 years. Not because I wasn't dating. It was because I think I dated and courted like 9 or 10 different girls who all said no. And after they said no, they started going back to their exes, dating someone new, and that took a toll on me, really. It just told me that, again, maybe I was just not enough. Maybe I was just not good looking enough. I was just not witty enough, smart enough. I was just not that likable. That was what I thought, but again, we'll be talking about the different steps that I took. Well, I had a lot of work already personally with myself, but the things that I will be talking about today just really helped me be at a place wherein even though I didn't graduate college, I'm actually now being mentored and coached by some multimillionaires. It's actually absolutely amazing. So I just want to say hi to Coach Russ, Coach Migs, Coach MJ, and the likes. Um, it's just a really wonderful opportunity that I'm with them, learning how they made their millions. I'm not yet there, but I know that I'll get there somewhere as long as I stay coachable. And as a musician, I'm still here. I'm actually still pretty active with my bands Evie and Mary's Ark. At the time of this recording, tomorrow I'm recording a new single with Evie, so yay. I'm so happy that I'm still getting a lot of support from Ivory Music in terms of being able to just put myself out there, play gigs, record new songs, releasing new songs commercially as well. It's just so absolutely amazing. And when it comes to romance, I'm actually dating this really, really amazing person. She's gorgeous, she's brilliant. She's just absolutely amazing. That's all that I can say. And honestly, when I first started dating her, I was actually asking her, girl, what did you see in me? I actually don't know. And to be honest, she was the person that fixed my worthiness issue because she gave me evidence that, and she told me that I'm actually brilliant myself. I am pretty good looking myself, and I'm someone that actually can actually level with her. So thank you if you're watching right now. I love you so much. And yeah, I guess we want to ask ourselves the question, why and how did we create this pattern in the first place? Like, yeah, sure. We've possibly had all these past experiences telling ourselves that we failed at a certain point. We had these disappointments. We've had these struggles as well. And all of this, we told ourselves that it was rooted because of us, because we didn't pass a grade, maybe we failed a test, maybe we dated someone who wasn't right for us. But the truth is, these are all out of control. These are all outside of our control sometimes. Like, yeah, sure, maybe there are some opportunities for us to grow, opportunities for us to learn a lesson throughout these phases of our lives. But that does not tell you, that does not tell us that that's the end of the line, that we'll never make it eventually. Like, we'll never find our dream job, we'll never have our dream home, we'll never have our dream girl in our lives because we failed one time in the past, and that was just one time. So because of that, we just stop trying because we told ourselves, hey, this happened in the past, I've had this experience before, so this is not going to work out. This is just who I am. This is not cut out for me. This is not perfect for me. I am not the guy for the job. And you know what? So long as you keep saying no to these opportunities, you're right. You are never going to be that person for the job. You will never be that person who will be starting this business, that project, dating this person, simply because you never started. And yes, you're right. Voila. Congratulations. That's never going to happen because, again, you get to be right. And it feels great to be right. That this is not for me. You're right. Because you never even tried. Right? And then apart from that, you don't get to look bad. That's one of the reasons why we choose to say that we're not enough, because sometimes, again, in the past we failed, maybe we made a fool of ourselves, maybe we got heartbroken in the past, and you don't want to look bad. You don't want to experience other people thinking that you failed again. You don't want to hear all the commentary, all the negative things that people told you because you failed at one point in your life. But again, that's just another reason why we keep telling ourselves that we are not enough. And lastly, I guess the best reason for us to not take a risk, for us to keep holding back, is that we get to stay in our comfort zone. We get to be comfortable where we are, playing small, like telling ourselves, yeah, I'm okay being in this position. Like, I remember having some friends being in a call center for 5 years, never even applying for a higher position because they said, hey, I'm good, I'm making money, this is enough for me. And again, this is just because they wanted to stay comfortable. They just never wanted to maybe feel the discomfort of being a leader, being wrong, or maybe just not stepping up into courage, into being a better person or being a bigger person with bigger responsibilities. And the price that you actually get to pay for telling yourself that you're not enough is that your goals will always stay out of reach, because your goals, to be honest, are outside your, excuse me, because your goals are always outside of your comfort zone. That is where your goals lie. That is in the growth zone, or maybe others call it the danger zone as well. And apart from that, you will also be settling less than what you believe you deserve. You will always be looking at all these people on social media, whether on Instagram or on TikTok. Wow, they're just traveling. Wow, they have a new car. Wow, they finally dated this person even though they don't look like they deserve this person. And that's just the conversation that you're having in your head, because you have been settling for less than what you deserve, because you keep telling yourself that you are just not enough. And lastly, the price that you pay for telling yourself this over and over, for having this pattern of yourself telling yourself that you are just not enough, is that you keep on playing small and you will never get the recognition that you want. Because sometimes I've had this experience before that, how come this guy got the job? How come this guy got the position? How come this guy got the girl? He doesn't even look like it, right? And um, again, every choice, every pattern that we have is actually a recurring choice. Again, that's why it's a pattern. We all have these prices and benefits for each choice that we make. There is no wrong choice, but again, it's either you feel good for this benefit, because again, you get to be comfortable, you get the be right, you get to not look bad. But again, the price that we pay is that we're just not going to live the dream life that we've always thought that we were going to have. So here are some steps that really worked for me in the past on how I've been able to get past my worthiness issue. For me, being able to tell myself that I am enough. So number one is that you're going to want to hack your past. And then number two will be hacking your present. And number three, hacking your future. So starting off with number one, hacking your past, it is really through forgiveness. Because again, there might have been times in the past wherein you feel that you were the one at fault as to why you didn't get the things that you wanted. Because again, you might have failed a test, maybe because you didn't prepare hard enough, maybe you didn't get the girl because you just didn't know the right things to say at the time. And that's perfectly fine, because again, life is about progress. Life is about us learning and learning how to be ourselves more and more. And once you've truly realized your authentic self, this is where your perfect job, your perfect partner, your perfect life comes in. So forgive yourself. Forgive yourself over and over and over again. And don't limit yourself to just that. Also forgive the other people who you might have blamed for you not getting the things that you've wanted in the past. Forgive them, because they didn't know. They didn't know any better in the past as well. But just at this time, I want you to just focus on yourself, because this is what this podcast really is about. This is about you working on yourself so that you can live the life that you've always dreamed of. And again, going back into forgiveness, one very powerful thing one very powerful tool that I'm going to teach you is 3 different segments, which will be included in your past, your present, and your future. And really, when it comes to forgiveness, you are going to want to look yourself in the mirror each and every day. Tell you this 7 times every day for 21 days. This is the challenge that I want to give you. Look at yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself with your name, Paolo, I forgive you for. Paolo, I forgive you for this. Paolo, I forgive you for that. Paolo, I forgive you for that again. So just to give you an example, some of the things that I might have told myself in the past when I did this before was, number 1, Paolo, I forgive you for not practicing guitar more when you were younger. Paolo, I forgive you for not hitting the top 10 when you were in grade 4. Paolo, I forgive you for just saying that stupid thing to that one person. Paolo, I forgive you for cheating with your ex-girlfriend. And as you keep repeating this over and over again on a daily basis, you will find more and more things that you're forgiving yourself for. And maybe you'll reach this point then that you're still hurting for a thing that you've done in the past. Just repeat that over and over again. Paolo, I forgive you for being cheated on. Paolo, I forgive you for cheating. And that was heavy. So maybe on day 2, you're still going to tell yourself, Paolo, I forgive you for being cheated on. Paolo, I forgive you for cheating. And as you keep telling yourself this over and over again, it'll eventually become real. So that is the first challenge that I want to give you. Forgive, forgive, and forgive. And another thing that could really help you hack your past is for you to recognize your past accomplishments. I heard this in another podcast that the imposter syndrome actually comes from or stems from us not being able to recognize our past accomplishments or past achievements that, hey, I actually won that Battle of the Bands competition in the past. I was actually someone who one of my professors always looked up to, always wanted me to go back to school because he knew that I was pretty brilliant in one of his classes. Maybe in the past you've already had a lot of people telling you how great you are. Maybe in the past you've also fell in love and really enjoyed it. Maybe in the past you've heard someone else tell you that their day was just so much better because you were there. That's you being able to recognize that, hey, I've done this in the past as well. Just because I failed this one time, that doesn't mean that I'm going to forget all the other times that I was absolutely amazing. So that's number 1. Hack your past through forgiveness and hack your past by recognizing your past accomplishments. Now, off the step number 2 is to hack your present. And really, in order for you to hack your present, that's you focusing on the present itself, focusing on the now. Because the problem is, a lot of the times, me included, I keep dwelling on the past, like, hey, my life was just so much easier. I remember a lot of people just telling me back in high school, man, I just wish I was back in grade school. I miss grade school. And then when they hit college, man, I just wish I was back in high school. I just miss high school. And then when you started working, man, I just wish I was a student again back in college. This is a recurring pattern again that we keep looking back to the past because we thought that we were just so much happier then because we didn't know how to focus on the now. And really, if you want to focus on the now, if you want to learn how to focus on the present, that's you practicing being mindful. And one of the best ways for you to do this is just to notice and acknowledge where you're at right now. Again, I just want to share this with you that in the last 5 years, I was earning 6 digits on a month-to-month basis, working at an email marketing firm, email marketing agency, where I was just working like 180 hours on a month-to-month basis. And right now, I'm earning just a fourth of that. And that's perfectly okay. Because even though I'm still earning less right now because I'm just starting this new career or starting a new job, starting a new mission in life, I'm actually very much more fulfilled. I'm so much more happier. And I get to spend so much time with these amazing people, also being able to do this right now. And it's simply because I'm around so much wonderful people in this community, in this organization, in this space, and in this career that I'm in right now. And that's me just being grateful for where I'm at. Because right now, I'm in the best state of my health in the world. I'm having the best relationship with this person that I'm dating right now. And I'm actually really grateful for that. So the second challenge that I have for you here is for you to, after telling yourself that you forgive yourself each and every day, 7 times, I want you to also tell yourself with your name, Paolo, I thank you for 1, 2, 3, up to 7. That's you being grateful for where you're at that current time. Or maybe you're also wanting to be grateful for something that you've done the day before. So for example, Paolo, could be even as simple as, Paolo, I thank you for cooking breakfast. That was really good today. I thank you for getting up at 6, getting up at 5, or getting up at 4 a.m. Paolo, I honor you and I thank you for being able to meditate this morning for an hour. I did that this morning, so it was absolutely amazing. Paolo, I thank you for being able to work out in the morning too. So you're going to want to do that again 7 times for 21 days. This is after you tell yourself, I forgive you for, I forgive you for, I forgive you for. After you clear all of the things that you want to forgive yourself for, you want to fill yourself up with the things that you absolutely love yourself for. Okay? So after that, we're still talking about being able to hack our present, focusing on the now, being mindful, and this is also now us being mindful about the small steps that we can take on a day-to-day basis. And one really powerful thing about motivation is that you want to make sure that you're taking small, inspired actions, small steps that make you also sure that you're also really sure that you're going to win 100%. So it can be as simple as just sending that text message, asking for support, maybe being just interested in your boss's job, if that's something that, if that's a position that you want to be able to handle in the future as well. Maybe just ask him or her, hey boss, what are you doing there? So how do you do this? How do you do that? It's as simple as that. Maybe seeking mentorship is a very small step that you can take as well. And lastly, of course, after you take all of these steps, after you take all of these actions, I want you to also detach from the outcome and then just do it over and over again, being consistent, creating a structure around it, creating a habit, creating a routine until it finally turns into a lifestyle wherein you're not actually thinking about it too much. You're just taking small steps and small steps and small steps that will lead you towards your goals, your targets, and your dreams, okay? And apart from that, if you want to hack your present, in order for you to believe that you are enough, is to stop comparing yourselves with others. Sometimes that's our problem. Like, again, we're on social media, we're seeing all these people putting up their highlight reels of being able to travel to Thailand, being able to travel to the US, maybe they just bought a new car, maybe they just bought a new home. That's perfectly fine. Celebrate it. Don't compare yourself to others. Just celebrate, like, hey, congratulations, that's absolutely wonderful. Because life isn't about life isn't a competition. You're not running a race against other people. You are running your own race. Okay? And this is where you just get to challenge yourself over and over again on a day-to-day basis. Again, stop comparing yourself with others. Just compare yourself with the person that you were. Okay? And what's really funny is that last year at this time, September last year, I was still working in that other job. I just recently had broken up with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I was feeling a little bit lost. Maybe I was just starting out at A+Quest, and what's funny is that whenever I was doing my own webinars, I would still need a really long script. I would still be really pretentious, not really being completely authentic, not really expressing who I truly was. Compared to right now, I'm just really choosing to speak in English. I know I can speak in Tagalog whenever I wanted to. Um, it's just my choice at this time. But again, if I was just to compare who I am now to who I used to be, first and foremost, being able to just get over that worthiness issue, me being able to mentor people who've been in the insurance industry for over 20 years. Right now, me being able to just stand side by side, shoulder to shoulders with the most amazing people in the world. I never imagined myself to be here just a year after. It's just absolutely amazing when you just allow yourself to live your life, allow yourself to just be the best of where you are at each and every moment, and you'll just be surprised when you look a year behind how far you've gone. And lastly, in order for you to hack your present, you might have heard this over and over again, is you working on your mindset. But this time, I want you to maybe just think of something else. I want to reframe that a little bit. Think about your beingness. Who are you being at every specific point in time? Okay, this is where you're able to empower yourself by telling yourself these different values, like maybe today I am being bold, today I'm being courageous, today I'm being committed, today I am being enough. And once you step into those values, once you step into those different types of beingness, you choosing who you want to be on a day-to-day basis, you will get to just imagine and experience what's actually possible in your life. So this is the third challenge that I'm going to present to you right now. After you forgive yourself, after you say thank you to yourself, you're going to say a set of 7 sentences again, starting with, again, your name, Paolo. I commit to you. This is now you making a promise of who you want to be on that specific day. You might want to repeat that over and over again, or you can just pick 7 different things. It could be a value, it could be a future accomplishment that you want for yourself. So just to give you an example, Paolo, I commit to you that you are going to be a successful YouTuber and podcaster. Paolo, I commit to you that I will always be committed to doing the task at hand. Paolo, I commit to you that I will always be consistently uploading these YouTube videos, these podcasts on Spotify. Paolo, I commit to you that I will be excellent in everything that I do. Paolo, I commit to you that you will just be the most amazing partner to your future wife. And again, you're going to want to do this over and over again for 21 days, 7 times on a day-to-day basis. All right. And then lastly, you hack your future by just telling yourself, I am enough. Because you've already created multiple evidences on a day-to-day basis. You've already cleared your life. You already cleared your past with forgiveness. You already hacked your present. And that's the most important thing. Once you've cleared your past, cleared any baggages that you may have, any blame, any anger, any guilt, any shame, then you're working on your present by just being mindful, being absolutely the best at what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, on a moment-to-moment basis, being absolutely grateful for everything that you have. Your future's already hacked. Because the future really is just the present happening and happening and happening and happening again and again and again. And your future will just be perfect because you've already proven to yourself over and over again that you are enough. All right. So I guess the question is, what now? So again, just like any of our episodes, I want you to create a choice. I want you to make a choice for yourself. You want to go back to thinking for every opportunity that appears before you, you get to choose, am I going to tell myself that I am not enough? Or am I at least going to try? Am I going to tell myself that I am not good enough for this project? You're right. You're not going to be good enough, so you're not even going to try it. Maybe I'm not even going to ask this girl out, my crush out for dinner because you don't want to feel the rejection and you're just going to look bad in front of her when she tells you no, right? Or maybe you're not going to work out to get the dream health, the dream body that you want because you want to stay comfortable because it's just too tiring to work out on a day-to-day basis. And again, you're going to be right. You're never going to be enough because you chose to play small. You chose to leave your dreams and goals out of reach because you chose to settle less than what you deserve because you keep choosing to play small. All right. So again, I want you to make that choice. Either you keep telling yourself that you're not enough, or maybe you're going to want to hack your past through forgiveness, hack your present through mindfulness, or hack your present by telling yourself that I am enough, that I am courageous, that I am bold, that I am amazing, that I'm excellent, that I'm worth it, and I'm worthy, right? So again, I want you to make a choice. Either you keep playing small, you keep staying in the comfort zone, in your comfort zone, or maybe you just want to start the day. Tell yourself in the mirror, maybe right after every shower, every morning shower, I forgive you for 7 times. I thank you for 7 times, and I commit to you 7 times for 21 days. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna check on your progress. Again, you're running your own race. And that's it. This is how I keep breaking this pattern of my worthiness issue of not being enough. I hope that you got a lot of value out of this episode. And if you did, please share this with someone that you love who you think will get a lot of value with what I shared today. So this has been me, Paolo Segura, and this has been Breaking Patterns. See you, peace, and namaste.